Is Shadowrun on the quick bar? Barely. I'm getting mad at Ratcoin today since I'm, like, hitting the higher difficulties. Just ain't getting shit for runs. The terrible Toho super. It's not bad at all, Denver. It's actually pretty good. Also, it's 4. So last time on Shadowrun, I talked for 3.5 hours straight. But now I believe we actually have, like, missions we could do.
I'm done talking. It's time for violence, maybe.
Right, I gotta get, what's it called? Isabel's from the computer, don't I? You said terrible first. True. It's... The thing I think is terrible that is that if I were to do it and I, you know, read the dialogue, that is 95 characters to review. It's fucking daunting. BBS is empty. New messages in the inbox. Job offer from Isabel. A recording of Isabel pops onto the screen. She stares at the camera, eyes full of intensity. If you're watching this, you decide to listen to my job offer. That's good. I wasn't convinced that you would. Our target is a local Decker, a former Wampoan in the Matrix, a former Wampoan. In the Matrix, his handle is Rhombus. He has the software that we need. Unfortunately, he is unassailable from the Matrix, and nobody knows where he lives in meat space. But I know where he's going to be. There's an event coming up that Rhombus can't afford to miss. He might already be on his way there. As you're reading this message, Deckers from all over Asia, white and black hat alike, are converging on the Harbor Spring Hotel. This year, Harbor Spies are hosting DeckCon, Hong Kong's largest annual decking convention. Also, this is going to probably mean nothing to basically to anyone but probably Festivore and me, but Isabel's eyeshadow reminds me of the cross eyes from Dorohedoro. Rhombus is going to be there, and that... Is it? No, it's Rhombus. Why am I mispronouncing it? That gives us an opportunity. We're going to hit the convention, find him in meat space, and get the software away from him, and we're going to do it quietly. Enclosed, you'll find a copy of the plan that I've worked out for the run, presented in bullet point format. Everything should be fairly straightforward. This is my favorite side quest. So I heard. And yeah, I'm pretty excited for Dorohedoro Season 2. Isabel's image winks off screen, replaced by a blinking cursor, as you watch the screen begins to fill with lines of simple instructions. I'll provide you and one other runner of your choice with visitor passes for the convention. I will proceed ahead. Using my own guest badge, I'll hide in the women's lavatory on the first floor. You will enter via the kitchen and procure me a uniform from the catering staff. Please be sure that the uniform is size 4. We will rendezvous. I will change into the uniform and use it, and infiltrate the administrative wing on the 6th floor. You will proceed into the convention hall and await further instructions. Using the admin computer, I will identify Rhombus via guest registration form. Once I have done this, I will alert you via comlink. I will upgrade your badge to VIP status, granting you access to the VIP wing of the hotel. You will tell Rhombus that he has been granted VIP status and offer to escort him to a complimentary hotel room. You'll escort him to a room that I have designated and hold him there. I'll check out and make my way to the admin wing in your room, and we will intimidate him. Well, beat the tar out of him until he gives us the software. We will then tie and gag Rhombus and stuff him into a storage closet. We will not be gentle. It is okay if he starts crying. Actually, please prioritize this. I want to see tears. Software in tow, we will make our escape. I'm glad Isabel has priorities. Glowing text fades and Isabel winks back on the screen. See? Simple plan, just like I said. We should be able to get through without firing a shot. So will you do it? Will you help me Will you help me to get the software I need? Hell yeah. Speaking of hotels, I heard that the Hilton Hotels want to build a 17th-floor hotel next to work. That sounds interesting by merit of that could just be, you know, walk nearby to do your job instead of, you know, spending precious gas. Pre-recorded footage of Isabel Wingsoft and a real-time feed of her Matrix avatar replaces it. Excellent. I knew I could count on you. Saddle up. This is gonna be fun. Okay. Head to DeckerCon 2056. Oh man, it's only 30 years away, and I'll be 70?
What do you mean this thing's all about this convention's all about hacking? I thought it was about building decks. What the fuck?
I was told this was a commander convention! We're allowed to bring one character. The question is, who do we bring? Because, well, I guess if Isabel's gonna be guaranteed there, and I'm Beats, I guess we should bring, we should probably bring Gobbet, just because her magic is fucking incredible. If I was a Decker, I'd call myself Zombocom. Problem is, there's about 6 hotels within a 1-mile radius.
Again, once again, abandoned. My sister hates me.
I used Duncan last fishing.
Abandoned. Yeah, it's fine. He got over his hang-ups.
Oh, I should check one other thing while I'm here, because I don't think I've checked up on this for a while. Because I wonder if the lady here is doing alright. Whose name I forgot, because it's been about a week and a half since I touched this game. Crafty Shoe, that's right. A sight unexpected from the Windows Slapdash product displays strikes you as you walk through the shop. Everything is clean. Unusually so. Not spotless. A nearby food plate rests atop a small collection of books speaking to that. But otherwise, the piles of journals and notebooks and books from before are, for the most part, organized. The shopkeeper is nowhere to be seen. You don't remember whether an open sign was on the front door, but the handle turned easily enough. Someone must be here. Think about Gaichu, him, or Ractor. That's the thing is, I'm wondering if we need physical or not, because, like, man, I love Gobbet's kit. You hear a thump followed by a loud shit! Crafty leaps up from behind the counter, rubbing the top of her head. Her eyes widen when she sees you. Oh, Combo! Wow, you've been busy. Feel like I walked into another dimension. I was getting hounded by some of my regular patrons and maybe a sanitation officer or two. That doesn't matter. Combo, I found it! The thing we've been searching for! I know what's happening inside the walled city! Well, I'm all ears. The Yama Kings. They're real! Whoa, that's a big leap from imaginary monsters. I'm serious. You know me, I'm the last person to start believing in Santa Claus, much less my mother's ravings, but this is solid. The Yama Kings are real and they're coming. They've been on their way to the walled city since the place was built. The dreams, their portents of their comings, omens manifested as dreams. Random Shadowrun trivia. Dunkelzahn's will is publicly available in real life because it's basically an 800 potential plot hooks for GMs. Dunkelzahn also has a particular mad-on for one dude. I think we talked about this during Dragonfall specifically. You really believe that, huh? Just think about it. The strange things we've been dreaming, the sensations, the hunger. Asleep or awake, it affects us all the time, anywhere. The connection? We're all in or near the walled city. Itself a beacon of disaster. Something or some things have noticed the city, and now we're noticing them. Then everything that's happened in the walled city is because of the Yama Kings? Not quite. I don't think the Yama Kings are the cause of the walled city's corruption. They're the effect. Something in the walled city has so polluted the feng shui of the place that it's acting as a magnet for malevolent astral beings. God, imagine being so unlucky that an astral being is like, yo, what's that? Mom was right. There's something at work in the walled city. I don't know if it's a curse or something else, but there's something deeply unnatural at work here. I'm so sorry, Mother. I thought I was closing my eyes to your menace, but all I did was prevent myself from seeing the truth. From seeing what was unfolding right in front of me. Are these what broke your mother? The Yama Kings weren't directly responsible for her corruption. It was caused by the root problems. That which attached the Yama Kings to the city in the first place. The poison at the bottom of the well. Whatever it is, it's been there from the very beginning. And it's in no way natural. People did this. I suppose we could take some comfort in knowing that your mother was under the influence of something else. She wasn't herself. I know where you're coming from, Combo, but my mother still allowed herself to be corrupted. She put herself in the way of evil and it took her. Not a second thought for anyone else. Her research has given us valuable resources. I'm glad these journals, these pieces of her mind, can be used to arm ourselves against the Yama Kings. The knowledge it's given us will help us in the trials to come. Can these Yama Kings leave the city? Why would they? The curse, or whatever it is that's attracting the Yama Kings, has turned the city into an ideal hunting ground. With a practiced sweep of her hand, she tucks a strand of her hair behind her ear. A foggy handprint slowly disappears from the counter where her hand was pressed. Have you ever heard of terraforming? It's an old science fiction idea. You know, here in cyberpunk fantasy land. You make a planet, like the moon or something, into an Earth-like environment to support human habitation. That's what's happening in the walled city, only in reverse and on an astral level. I think the pent-up toxic chi in the walled city is turning the place into an extension of the Yama King's home plane, making the environment there hospitable for them. They won't range beyond it for the same reason you wouldn't leave a bathysphere in the deep ocean. But as we've seen, the corruption is spreading. It's already starting to seep into Heioi. If left unchecked for another 30, 40 years, who knows what might happen? Okay, let's backtrack a moment. This is big, huge. At your words, an unusual mood washes over her. She raises her hands and grips her tattooed arms, hugging her chest. Please, Combo, you have to stop this evil. For yourself, for my mother, for every man, woman, and child in the walled city and Heioi. Nobody outside our community will care about this. They've already written people like us off. If what's happening here is to be undone, we have to be the ones to undo it. Of course, the city is just as important to me as it is to you. I'll do what I can to stop the Yama Kings. Thank you. Really, thank you. I believe that is the flag of we got all the dialogue we need from Shu. Did we do any shopping for Spider Shen? Because I only have $1,000, so I don't know if I have $1,000 of gear or not. Wait until we get into some of the names. We've already seen them, I just can't remember them. I don't... Well, I guess we can't sell... Can we sell the wild one? Because its text is red. But wow, I have nothing else I could sell. I'm fucking broke. Did we get... We did not get Bounded Skill. This is the one I've been... Oh, it's Chi 7. Fuck. Well, I guess I'll just, Yeah, I remember when I was, like, looking up stuff for how to do an adept for this, everyone was saying Martial Defense 2 is, like, the entire reason to go adept. But you need to be a very specific build for this, which is unfortunate. what am I at right now? Strength 7, quickness 4, charisma 4, willpower 6. So I need, I want to say 14 karma in order to get that. Even martial defense 1 is nice. Do I not have that is the question. Combo, where are you going? Magic resistance, killing hand, stride, manifest. I don't have martial defense 1. Interesting. Oh, Troll can... I think Troll caps at 7, so at best we're getting, unified form, I believe. Mystic armor, passive, the adept has 1 armor. Is this the one? Martial defense 1. Adept gains a light cover bonus for 4 rounds. I can't get this and martial defense 1. I think I'll take mystic armor for now just because the passive +1 armor seems pretty good. I could probably sell Nerve Strike if I want to actually, yes, get it. But I think it'll be good for now. Yeah, I believe if we look at stats... Willpower... Oh! Orcs are willpower 9, so they can get most of it, they just can't get the capstone. What? Oh. For some reason I thought I suddenly got 2 karma. I was like, what the hell? Let's save for now just in case something goes south. Dwarves due to having the highest natural willpower can make the best physical adepts. Yeah, that reflects in this game as well, which I kind of find, meh, personally. Let's head to DECCON. Where's Gobbet? I can't take Gobbet. Weird. That's really bizarre. Guess I'll take Duncan. Which one's Gobbet? The Orc Shaman. AKA our haste vending machine and resident summon stealer. A charter bus carries you from Kai Tak to a mid-range hotel in Sunwon. All around you, the happy chatter of your fellow passengers fills your ears. You hear tech speak in a variety of languages and dialects, talking about new lines of drones and decks, arguments over innovations in data jack technology, and baseless speculation about the next season of Urban Brawl. Your guest badge, a glossy slip of laminated paper emblazoned with a flashy logo, hangs on a lanyard on your neck. Your ticket into the convention hall, and the only disguise you should need. The bus drops you in front of the Harbor Spires Hotel, and you promptly circle around back to find a service entrance. Isabel should be waiting inside. There's a reason Gobbet is unavailable. Really? That's bizarre. I guess I'll take another med kit here. No, I should bring a revive, honestly. Maybe 2, because I have a lot of bad luck. The surface entrance to the Harbor Spires looks like any other. Scuffed walls coated in chipped paint, a floor of well-worn hardwood, a time card reader hanging from the wall at a slight tilt, Nothing about the dingy utilitarian confines of the room you're in hints at the elegance and fine decor of the hotel beyond. Punch cards? Really? Reminds me of that dump we squatted back in Bear Creek. The motel with the raccoon problem. Little bastards kept me up half the night. Every night. Swear one of them was eyeballing me. Your earpiece crackles to life. Isabel calling from the lavatory. Combo, you in position? I'm here, yeah. You're kind of breaking up, though. Yeah. Connection here is crap. The comm links keep cutting out. This doesn't bode well. Are you going to be giving us instructions over the comms? Yeah. Trying to boost our... The sound cuts out entirely for a good 5 seconds. When Isabel's voice comes back, it's half as loud as it was before. There. Better. What a pain in the ass this is. There's way too much interference coming from the show floor. We aren't going to be able to rely on comm links for this. I'll find a workaround. I hope you do it fast. This entire plan hinges on our being able to communicate. Like I said, I'll find a workaround. For now, concentrate on the task at hand. The catering staff should all be in the kitchen, hauling trays of steamed clams and aperitifs out to the... Oh, the catering staff should all be in the kitchen, hauling trays of steamed clams and aperitifs out to the convention hall floor. I'm gonna need you to find a way to get me one of them uniforms. One that'll fit my size. Find a Dwarf Series catering uniform. Check, I'm on it. Good. Oh, combo? We aren't going loud, got it? Whatever you do, don't start shooting. We can't afford to send Rhombus running before we get him cornered. Right. No shooting until we get Grombus. Got it. Oh, I should have brought Ractor. Fuck. The Harbor Spire's kitchens are a whirlwind of activity. Attractive 20-somethings in white catering uniforms dash in and out of the room, their arms laden with heaping trays of steaming shellfish. One man stands amidst the chaos, the eye of the storm. His white coat is at least half again whiter than those of his subordinates, and his collar starch is as stiff as a board. The floor manager notices you, and his eyes narrow. He stalks towards you, practically frothing at the mouth. You can't help but notice the embroidered corporate logo on his lapel. Pastry magic and more. Fine catering. The image is completed by a stylized rendering of what appears to be a frolicking kitten standing beside a pair of shooting stars. You! What are you doing in my kitchen? Convention goers are not allowed beyond the show floor. None of our etiquettes work here. I'm sorry, I must have gotten turned around. Do you know where the Shiwase kiosk is? No, I do not know where their damn kiosk is. Go ask on the show floor. Hey, Oh, man. What do I do here? Both these options suck. I smell clams. You streaming clams back here? Yes, idiot. Yes, we are. The fun song, you're going to have to wait on the show floor with everyone else. Why am I getting Super Mario RPG vibes?
Steam from the steam hams.
May I see them? And yes, I'm going for the two guys from Super Mario RPG. I really like your uniform. Could I buy one for my daughter? You want to buy one of our uniforms? Yeah, an extra small one if you got it. I think she'd love that kitten logo. It isn't a kitten. It is supposed to be a celestial tiger. Well, it looks like a kitten to me. Yeah, I know. I keep telling our graphic designer, but he never listens. You want the uniform? 500 million. Pay up or get out. Oh, we are so cooked! Wow, I went into this mission with no money! Fuck!
Poor. Poor. Cook like those clams.
Upon reaching the door, you feel a pair of eyes on you. Turning, you find their owner, a frazzled-looking dwarf in a wine-stained catering uniform. Her crooked name tag is emblazoned with the letters Larissa. Hey, couldn't help but overhear you back there. You need a uniform? Maybe. You offering one? Yeah, but not for free. You do me a favor and this is yours. Tell me what you want to do. There's a guy on the show floor, an elf, one of the deckers. Most of them are cool, but this one's been a prick to me the entire show. First he tried to chat me up when I was out serving drinks, and he wouldn't take no for an answer. Creepy. Then when he finally got the hint, he started trying to trip me. I managed to keep my footing the first 3 or 4 times, but he finally got me. Put his foot in the back of my knee and pushed. Hit the floor and I took an entire tray of 5 new yen wine with me. Now I'm drenched, the wine's coming out of my paycheck, and he's out on their floor laughing about it. Point the guy to me. I'll take care of the rest. That's him over there, the one with the bandana. You knock him on his ass out there and the uniform is yours. I think I can handle that. Stand in the doorway, kick back, and enjoy. I intend to. God, I thought that said Con Gooner for a second. Oh, it really is a convention, huh? Not a whole lot of talking, though. Just people staring at each other. What's going on here? Oh, those are just spotlights. I thought they were like, I don't know, drones. Perfect persona! Judging by the patch shown on his bomber jacket, this elf is from the NAN. Council Island, to be specific. A forested chunk of rock in the middle of Lake Washington that was called Mercer Island until the Native American nations reclaimed it. He doesn't look Amerindian, though. Wow, that's a bit of a mouth jumbler. Wonder if PM stand is around here. Maybe. If anything, he looks Chinese. Those masks makes it hard to tell for sure. He turns to face you as you approach, and you see the high steel collar and spiky hair that the dwarf in the kitchen described. This is the guy who tripped her, the one whom she wants you to knock out. You want something? What's up? Oh! How awful do we make this? We don't want to alert him, so let's, I heard you've been giving one of the caterers a hard time. Caterer who? You know who, laughing boy, the dwarf you tripped. Oh yeah, her? I tripped her up. It's funny as hell. Went down like a sack of potatoes and the crystal shattered when it hit the floor. But she deserved it. Well, that's all you needed to hear. Pow! Your fist connects with his jaw with a sickening crack. His head snaps back and he falls like a log on the floor. All around you, you're smattering of polite applause. A few nearby deckers look upset, but they turn away and hide their faces when you make eye contact. I'm glad people wanted this to happen. Oh, I did good today. Put your dude right in the fucking jaw. See that shit as well? It was great. That was beautiful, just beautiful. Like something out of a movie. Where's the uniform that you promised me? It's right over there in the ready room. Grab it whenever you want. You've more than earned it. Yeah, and if we had Raptor, we could just take it. But instead, since we were not prepared for any of it, Duncan just got to watch his sister punch someone in the fucking face. There's a reason why Goblet's unavailable. I am curious, so I'm gonna peruse the ground floor real quick. I doubt there's any cool food at the Decker Expo, but hey, we'll see. Game? There we go. There's Isabel. You enter a women's restroom and find Isabel waiting impatiently. Her guest badge dangles from her lanyard at a cantered angle, and the clumped ropes of her hair looks frazzled. You're here. Good. I was getting tired of hanging out. Got the uniform? Here you go. Good. This'll work. Alright, I'm gonna go change this thing and hightail it to the employees-only door on the far side of the hall. They'll let me even without the badge. They'll just figure that some rich guy wants a drink. Where's the VIP area? On the other side of the convention floor. I'll have to cross the show floor to do it, but that should be safe enough. Nobody pays attention to the catering staff at these things. So I'll make my way across, past the door, and take the elevator up to the admin wing on the 6th floor. All you need to do is take your position and wait for my instructions without raising an alarm. Pretty simple stuff. Should be foolproof, assuming you don't screw anything up. Any questions? Have you figured out what we're going to do about the spotty comlink connection? You can also set off the sprinklers, and Isabel grumbles about the wet uniform. Oh, that'd be mean, though. There's a demo kiosk near the VIP entrance. It's running some new Matrix Avatar editing suite or something like that. The software is called Perfect Persona. When I get to the admin area, I'm going to patch myself into the console, and we're going to communicate through that. It isn't a perfect solution, but it beats having to deal with a dropped connection. Just be sure to grab the kiosk when you're in position. Don't let anyone else get to it. Which I do between when you leave and when you get to position. Watch the show. Mingle. Try to look like you belong here. Just try not to say or do anything that'll stand out in a bad way. You're supposed to be a hot new Decker in town. Try to act the part. What do I do on the show floor again? Wait by the door. When I identify Rhombus, you'll apprehend him and tell him that if he's a lucky winner of a contemporary VIP pass upgrade. You'll escort him through the doors to a room I have empty and waiting. Then we'll all get the software, beat him up, and stash him in the closet. Let's hit it. Objected, blend in. Blend in, keep Isabel alive, explore the floor. Excuse me, oh, whoops. I got yelled at for not going the right way. What's happening here? Trimble is running a demo of AS Technology's new format agnostic cyberdeck calibration software. Why does he have a highlight? Also, who's this guy? Convention goer. This dwarf doesn't have any obvious headwear, but his hands are lined with artfully designed induction pads. He looks up from his place in the new line and gives you a nod. Line starts back there. Better take your place now if you want to get in on this. The food court gets busy around this time of day. Wanted to compliment you on your cyber hands. That's nice looking work. Thanks. They're custom. He lifts his right hand to the light. The honeycomb structure of the induction pad's circuitry glints under the smooth plastic of its surface. It's surprisingly hard to find induction pads that aren't hidden under synthetic skin. They're a work of art. Who designed them for you? I know a guy out near Tokyo works at one of the Renraku Chiba clinics. I got him to make the things for me. Cost me an arm and a leg. Well, both arms, if you want to get technical about it, but hey, it was worth it. What's worth ordering on the machines? Nothing, but getting a bowl for the noodle extruder is a DEFCON tradition. You just do it whether you want to or not. But isn't the show catered? Why even bother with the vending machines? Tradition, like I said. The convention's under new management this year and they're trying to go all upscale on us. We're trying to show that we don't need all that. Give me a cheap bowl of extruded noodles and I'm a happy man. I don't need an underpaid teenager in a clam suit to bring me clams and call me sir. Hang on, don't the show organizers also own the vending machines too? Yeah, and the irony isn't lost on me. Political statement aside, I want my noodles. They're terrible, but they're the right kind of terrible. Like synthetic cheese and vat-grown chicken. They're science food, and I love them. I gotta go. Good talking to you. You too. I like the fact that he's just like, look, the noodles are ass, but they're my kind of ass. They're great. Ramen, lemon, yux.
Sometimes that's all you can ask for.
It's basically how I feel about Little Caesars' pizza. Like, it's ass, but it's the good kind of ass. Okay, I jacked into the admin, but I can work with it. Are you in position yet? No, not yet. Get to the position near the VIP entrance and use the kiosk. When you're getting there, I'll start working on you and get on located on Rhombus. I'll signal you when ready. There is no response, unfortunately. So anything else you want to see, you should probably check it out now before we get the ball rolling. Your call. We'll look around a bit more before we hit the kiosk. By look around, I mean activate this. I guess we could do some dialogue here. Like, maybe we could get some hints about what to do here. A lot of dwarf deckers here. An elderly decker with a nickel-plated day jack turns to face you. Hey, this is a hell of a thing. Lovely show, lovely show. Lots and lots of shiny toys. The name's Combo. And you are? Call me Turtle. Been going to DeckerCon for nearly 20 years now, and it's never looked nice as it does now. Looks like it's gotten pretty commercial to me. You're not wrong there. He gestures at the Fairlight booth off in the distance. Lots of corporate money flowing into these things here these days. The old Decker lowers his voice to a conspiratorial whisper. I heard that the guy who organized the show sold out some big promoter, took home a 6-digit paycheck. Lots of young guys have been bitching and moaning about Shadowrun about that, and all me. I've been around long enough to know the score. Someone offers you that kind of money, you take it. Are you here to see anything specific? Got my eyes on a couple things this year. I'm gonna check out the Fairlight booth, of course, and Fushi's got something interesting with miniaturization. You know, when I was getting started, I would take an entire warehouse full of machines to match the computing power of a PDA on your wrist. Now, scratch that, they won't even come close. Yeah, technology's come a long way. Sure has, sure has. Anyway, I've taken up plenty of time already. I'm sure you've got exhibits to see, unless you want to see something else. Gotta keep moving, yeah. Enjoy the show, Turtle. Bye then. I don't know why I made that man Louisiana rakish, but here we are. As you approach the corner of the convention floor, you find a brightly lit entrance. There are signs on the wall posting towards it. Simpson's Parlor Decking Area. Sorry to say, but we're a bit crammed right now. If you hang tight, you should be able to squeeze you in soon. It's maybe a half-hour wait. Please. Places like this never run at full capacity. You're keeping a few VIP slots in the back, right? We're full up. Don't know what else to say. You need to wait like everyone else. Stay cool and we'll get you as soon as possible. I don't know what this is. I'm guessing this is a way for duckers to get in an alternate way, so I could just, like, probably bounce. Alright, I'm going. Yeah, I think this is just for deckers, and I'm definitely not one.
Well, it is called DeckerCon.
Yeah, not
Not
physical,
RunnerCon.
not physical adept con. Kung Fu Kong. That might be a good dope movie. A pot-belly troll with 2 days worth of mangy stubble smiles and turns to face you. The chrome of his data jack shimmers wetly in the light, but his cyberdeck is conspicuously absent. Hey, what's going on? Strange to see someone at DECCON without a deck. I can say the same about you. Where's your deck, woman? Don't have one. I'm here to cover the event for the Shadowrun BBS. Really? That's pretty whiz. You interviewing people? Because I can tell you all about the new hotness in decking technology. I'm talking about what it's got up here. The Cranial Cyber Deck. It's the perfect fusion of next level deck and bleeding edge hardware. It's the apex of modern decking technology. Miniaturized, compact, easy to sneak in the most sensitive of locations. I don't need to lug a great big external deck around with me anymore. It's night and day difference between this and my old Fairlight Excalibur friend. Night and day. Where'd you get a cranial deck? I think Duncan's trying to tell me we should probably hurry up. I gotta go see you around. Yeah, something tells me that Duncan was trying to warn me about something, so I'm gonna just go now. Perfect personal kiosk flickers the life at your approach. A debug menu pops up along with a text prompt. Combo, enter the following key code into the kiosk. 1052 RGF KLLP98 XVL023237 ZZK PONV. You tap the code. A moment later, a series of 5 loud pops starts rattling on your Comlink's earpiece. Isabel's voice fills your ears, crisper and cleaner than it was before. If you got the stats for it, you could point out how impractical a cranial deck is. I'm wondering what the logic is there. It's not like a cranial gun like in, I want to say it was either Altered Chrome or, Snow Crash, where one of the one of the biggest, like, Chekhov's gun is, like, the occipital... No, not the occipital lobe. It's basically the forehead gun. You put a gun in your forehead, and it's a last-ditch effort because it fucks with your brain and has the potential to break your spine at the neck, but it is a last-ditch shoot someone in the face gun. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Yeah, I hear you. What was that? The skull gun. Yes, thank you. A command line code for the kiosk to connect with your comm link via direct link. This way, we can bypass using a comm signal entirely. Not bad. I know. As long as you remain within a couple feet of the kiosk, we shouldn't have any problems. Wander too far outside of the range, and you're gonna get static again. So basically, I can't move from this spot. That's what I said, right? Now that we're all linked up, give me a second and I'll locate Rhombus. You hear the sounds of rattling keystrokes coupled with Isabel muttering under her breath. The line falls silent. The silence stretches 10, 20. Then you hear her explode. What the hell? He already has one? How the fuck does Rhombus merit a VIP ass when I don't? He's already in the VIP area? I'm twice the decker he is, and everybody knows it. What makes him a VIP when I'm not? Maybe he has friends in high places. She takes a moment to calm herself. You can almost feel the heat of her anger radiating through your earpiece. Alright. Well, I know which room he's staying in now. I just need a few minutes to get your piece upgraded. That's not good. What do you think we should... A series of clicks erupting your ear, cutting Duncan's sitting shorts. Your PDA begins blinking as you receive a video chat request. Isabel blossoms on the screen along with a pair of towering security guards. The line that connected her to the admin terminal hangs loose in its socket. I'm gonna ask you again, what the hell are you doing in here? Take your time and make sure you're telling me the truth. I'll know if you don't. Well, I was just looking for the person who ordered this coffee. Were you looking for them in the Matrix? Besides, you don't have any coffee. Try again. Well, I need to,
Okay, Ted.
Alright, Isabel, listen up. Say what I say and you'll be fine. Say okay if you understand this. Okay. My coworkers sent me in here as a prank. I feel like such a fool. My coworker sent me in here as a prank. We don't got time for this. Just kick her out and be done with it. Yeah, you're probably right. I'm gonna let you off with a warning this time, but only this once. If I catch you anywhere near this room again, I'm turning you over to police. Got it? But... getting on this easy, Isabel. Go with it. Yes, sir. Good call. The line goes quiet and she moves out of the server room. Oh, I gotta play as Isabel now.
Put fire grenade.
What a damn nightmare this is turning out to be. I'm sorry, but I couldn't get your VIP access. You got his room number though, right? Yeah, I got it. I could take you right there. There's one problem. Without VIP tickets, you can't open the door without sending in a... The picture on your PDA flickers worryingly. A moment later, Isabel's image returns to the screen. Let you through to the side. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make my way down and open the door. I lost a bit of that. Are we gonna have communication problems again? Maybe. I'm still using the kiosk, but now that I'm not jacked in, I can't route messages directly. Stay put. If you lose the kiosk, we're gonna have serious communications issues. Oh, this is getting better and better. Oh, and I may need your help if you run into more people up here, Combo. In case you haven't guessed, I'm not exactly a social butterfly. And if things go loud, I'll really need your help. I got your back. Let's do this. Oh, I don't remember this mission at all, but then again, I never really interfaced with Isabel when I played this originally. How do I get to where I need to go? Because I'm pretty sure that was Rhombus's room. Hello, computer. I'll be damned. It's logged into an admin box and someone left it unlocked. I can't open the door from you here, but we can read the messages if you want. Let's see it. Goes to the machine, leave it unplugged. It came back, damage control. Look, I'm gonna come right out and say it. The security you guys are right. There's something horribly wrong with that noodle extruder. I ran a diagnostics on this afternoon. I was halfway through recalibrating it when the damn thing started humming. And sure enough, it started churning out steaming hot Yuxing noodles, just dumping them in the palms of my hands. You don't even want to see the blisters I'm sporting right now. Now here's the freaky thing. The dough hopper was empty. I unloaded it myself prior to the beginning of the diagnostic. I want to repeat that. It produced dough out of thin air. That thing is haunted. You want my advice? You better get rid of it before the show. Huh. I don't know what I was expecting this message to be, but that wasn't it. The noodle extruder in the food court area is out of order and should be left unplugged until further notice. Under no circumstance should any hotel or DECCON employee tamper with this device. Maintenance is looking into it. Do not plug in the extruder. Severe disciplinary action will be taken against any employee caught disobeying these instructions. Okay, I'm getting seriously creeped out over here. This damn noodle extruder is back, see? I can't explain it. We boxed the thing up yesterday and sent it to the manufacturer. It wasn't here 5 minutes ago, but now that we opened the doors and the show's underway, I'm strolling through the food court and there it is. Just sitting there with the line already forming. What the hell do we do? You and I both know that it doesn't have any dough in it. There's no seasoning in the spice reservoir. We don't have it hooked up to the hotel's water supply. The fucking thing isn't even plugged in. Where are the noodles coming from? It's too late. At least a dozen people have already eaten from the thing. We can't shut it down now, and we sure as hell can't let anyone know about it. If people were to get sick, the show could be held liable. Look, if it's any consolation, I've been poring through the logs of the old shows to see if anyone had mentioned the noodle extruder, and I found something. This exact conversation 14 years in a row. I don't know what's happening with this machine. I don't know where it came from, how or why, but it's a part of DECCON. No one could get rid of it. No one knows how it works. It just does, and people keep coming back to visit it. I think it's a blessing in disguise. That's what I'm telling myself anyway. Just don't question it and everything will be okay. Well, we know about a haunted noodle machine. Info about the conference room schedule tells you about a high-level exec in conference room 3 on the bottom floor. Oh, am I just going back to the floor there? Spooky noodles. Looks like that's all I could do here. Though this room doesn't really speak anything but like a broom closet. Isabel's outline goes fuzzy the moment she sets foot into the elevator. A loud, rhythmic, whooshing sound dominates the low end of your speakers. Sounds like the rotors of a helicopter. Heads up, Isabel. We're getting a lot of interference here. An elf in his mid-20s steps aside to let Isabel on the floor's second selector panel. He looks wired, jittery, stimmed to the gills, most likely. There's no telling how long it's been since he's gotten a wink of sleep. Isabel punches the button for the ground floor. Working the show, huh? It's gotta be hard. I'm real tempted to blow off work and go check out the kiosks. Maybe taking a panel or two. Say who says I haven't. Who says I... She falls silent. You can hear staring at the man's VIP badge. Just say what I tell you, Isabel. Don't go off script. Kind Ding, huh? That's an interesting street name. Been decking under it long? Couple of years now. Longer than anyone else used to Longer than anyone else to use the handle. I don't know what you're doing, but be careful. I know who you are. You're the one who shut down Kowloon City Power Grid 6 months ago. Yeah, that was me. Let's just keep that between ourselves, though, alright? That little stunt screwed over a lot of deckers. A couple of them soaked up nasty hits of dump shock because of it. You wrecked the grid while they were jacking their home machines. My team was in a bind. They needed a power outage right then and there, or they were cooked. So I gave them one. It was the best solution to a bad situation. Let's just leave it at that. An icy silence descends on the elevator car. A few seconds later, Isabel pierces it. There was this Decker. She lived out in Haoi, called herself Spinster. She was a good person, and now she's in the ground. She never came out of that coma that your stunt put her into. Oh boy. This mission is a fucking nightmare. Another long pause. Slowly, Ding extends his hands towards the emergency brake. Snap out of it is. We aren't here for this guy, and we can't afford to start shooting yet. At least, that's what I heard. I'm just a caterer. I'm not a Decker. Yeah. Sure you're not. You come to get me, haven't you? To take revenge on your friend? Did your people put out a contract on me? Is that it? Hmm. God, all these dialogue options are really tricky. Because these two feel like he's just gonna, like, not trust me even more. So I think I gotta be direct with it. Say, yes, I took the contract, but I decided not to go through with it. When the elevator stops, walk away and don't look back. Abruptly, the connection cuts to static. Oh, don't do anything stupid right now! The static pops and hisses for 10 seconds. 20. Finally, the picture warbles back into view. Kaidang is in mid-sentence practically frothing with rage. Did what I had to. If you were in my position, you would have done the same if you had gotten them killed. There was no third way out of that scenario. I would not have... Isabel, stop! Listen. What? You're crazy. An insane person. When I get out of this elevator, I'm going to hotel security. Ooh, this is tricky. Man, I don't like any of these options. Boy, howdy. Biotech 5 is wild to just diagnose yourself as schizophrenic. Problem is, like, we're out of Yellow Lotus territory, so I don't think the threat will work. Let's go with the apology and see where this goes. Apologize to him and sound like you mean it. It's the only way we're getting out of this mess now. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend. I just get upset sometimes. You're damn right I'm offended. You came at me like a crazy This is getting annoying. As quickly as it went out, the screen flickers back to your PDA screen. Kaiden looks calmer now, the elevator's descending. Remember what we discussed? You keep your cool and this turns out well for the both of us. We live and let live. Understood? Yeah, I didn't want any trouble from you in the first place. I'm just glad that this was all a misunderstanding. Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'll be happy if this is the last time I see you. The feeling is mutual. Enjoy the rest of this show. Now get a move on, Isabel. So that could have absolutely triggered a fight, couldn't it? And I feel like if we went with the Yellow Lotus, we were gonna get triggered by security. The hallway is blocked by a trio of struggling bodies. A blackout drunk troll slung between a pair of cursing security guards, one male, one female. As you watch, they struggle valiantly to drag her down the hallway. The Yellow Lotus line works too. Really? That's crazy. Unhand me, you foolish... Don't let her go, Ho-Yi. She has the strength of 10 men. Yes, sir. You recognize her as the guard who was standing by the employee entrance of the show floor. How she got roped into troll hauling duty is anyone's guess. Clear the hall! Say nothing. You dwarf girl, help! These drakeheads want me to leave because I'm a troll! What's happening here? None of your business. You're not even hotel staff. You shouldn't be back here at all. He hugs the troll's left arm to the chest with all this strength despite trying to weigh her down. She lifts his feet a few inches off the floor and then slams them back down. He lets out an audible whimper. Now clear the way and report to your manager. Quit fighting me, damn it, before I talk to him for you. Hey, I remember you. You said you had to meet some caterers up on 6. What are you doing down here? Okay. Say I was just checking to see if anybody down here wanted a drink. Just checking to see if anyone needed a drink. You, want a mojito? You hold still. Shouldn't be here. Not even offer drinks. Ignore these pigs and help me. I'll take the run on the left, you take the right. The troll bucks against the guards, grass nearly breaking away from them. They double down in their attempts to hold her. To hell with this, this is a waste of time. We got a schedule to keep. What do you mean, what schedule? My work schedule. After I'm done here, I need to pull a double shift at Uncle Say's. Mine. I work 2 jobs, damn you. Trying to put food on the table, feed my kids. I'm just a caterer. I work at Uncle Say's. There's a moment of stunned silence. Finally, the troll shatters it. You work at Uncle Say's? That place is a vomit factory. I know. The guard looks at her boss. The security captain strains courageously against the captive's flailing arm, oblivious to everything but his own struggle. Look, just hurry back to the kitchen. Get out of her hair. Good job. This is exhausting. No more improv for me. I'm done with this. From now on, I'm your parrot. Just tell me what to say and I'll say exactly that. That's the way you want to play it? Why is everything fucking terrible? Oh, come on. What now? An impressive-looking man in a starched white coat blocks the hallway. He turns and you recognize the familiar pastry, magic, and more insignia on his label. He fixes his gaze on Isabel, and the expression on his face is anything but happy. What are you doing back here? We went over this in the staff meeting this morning. I'm the one who's covering this area. The VIPs are to be handled by managers only. You should be on the convention hall floor. I know, sorry. They sent me back here, but I think it was a prank. Looks like she was telling the truth after her encounter with the guard. She's repeating everything you say verbatim. And you fell for that? You had specific instructions to stay on the show floor. I must have missed the meeting. I didn't get those instructions. You think that's an excuse? I don't even recognize! You become dimly aware of a figure looming behind you at the convention hall. You didn't read the instructions? You must be joking, woman. You've been on that kiosk for 20 minutes now. Wait, excuse me, what? He leans in, gets in your face, you can taste the onions on the breast. I said it's time for you to get off the damn demo kiosk. You've been hogging it for way too long and there's a line here. Just give me 5 minutes and it's all yours. What's all mine? What are you talking about? You're not even one of your employees, are you? Do I need to get security? I said that's enough. I've been following the devs of the software for months now, and I've traveled 17 hours to try it out myself. You do not get to tell me I flew here for nothing. Get the hell off the kiosk or I'm calling security. Oh my god. What is this fucking mission? Holy shit. Be my guest. I work for the hotel's owner. The security team's gonna take my word over yours. Oh yeah? And what do you do here exactly? Tell me why I have to wait on you. You work for the owner? So then you're not a pastry magic employee. Why are you wearing one of our uniforms? I'm here to gauge customer satisfaction with the show. We're trying to decide whether to host DECCON again in 57. DECCON in 57. Collecting candid interviews with convention goers and subcontractors is part of that. Huh. Well, pass, I mean? You get what you needed? I really want to get my hands on some of that software, and I'm not leading to tell you I do, but I don't want my eagerness to be in the way of the show coming back next year. What? Was that when this was? Was that what this was? Some sort of weird interview? And suppose you are wearing one of our uniforms to throw me off balance. That kind of thing to see if I'd make a scene? Mm-hmm. Well, I didn't. Please make a note of that in your report. In the convention, the decker that you were arguing with backs away to a respectable distance. The catering manager steps aside to let Isabel pass. That was a really good setup. I like that a lot. I also like how this entire thing was kind of Isabel's fault because she just decided to repeat what you say verbatim, and that causes just a huge fucking headache. Oh, what a happy ending to this moronic turn of events. Hi, buddy! As you burst through the door, you find yourself staring face to face with a small, heavily tattooed man. Geometric shapes of all dimensions trace their way from his temples down his cheeks and neck to his shoulders. His eyes continue the motif. Each of his irises is a slanted rectangle. Rhombus looks at Isabel and sighs, as if he's surprised to see her. He doesn't show it. You finally want him back, huh? The memories we locked away? I always knew that you would one day, but you got so hostile after the procedure I didn't think you'd come around this soon. Oh, get bent, Rhombus. I got hostile with you because you got hostile with me. Like hell I did. I tried to give you some advice as a friend. If memory serves, you called me a patronizing bastard and slagged my deck. Was I just supposed to take that without punching back? Hang on a sec. I called you a patronizing bastard because that's what you're being. You would have taken that tone. You wouldn't have taken that tone if I were a guy, an orc, or a troll. You talked down to me like I was your little sister or something, but I'm not. Well, hold up. I talked that way to you because... Also, punch back? That's a funny way of putting it. You tailored an ESP to troll all of my posts on Shadowrun. What kind of prick would do a thing like that? The kind whose cat you had killed, you little monster. Captain Whiskers was just a house cat. He didn't have anything to do with this. That wasn't me. I would have never hurt a cat. If I were going to have someone killed, it would have been you. Pipe down, the both of you. We're gonna hash this out together. Three is also pretty good, but I think I'm gonna go with 2 because I don't wanna get both of them just beat right at me. You're the muscle, I take it? You and your jarhead over there? She brought you along to beat the information out of me, huh? It's just a job. Nothing personal. Typical. I'm just a woman with a job, and Isabel tells me that you have something that can help me do it. I can't believe this has happened to me. All over me trying to do you a favor. That'll teach me to give a friend some advice, I guess. That's the second time you've said this, that this whole feud started over you trying to give Isabel advice. Yeah, I don't even remember what we were talking about. I think maybe it was I kind of ran to pick up her deck, something like that. It was a long time ago. It wasn't what you said, Rhombus, it was how you said it. The argument was nothing. It was what you did after that was unforgivable. Taking the moral high ground isn't going to work for you here. You attacked me first for no reason. Okay, from what I'm getting here, you both hate each other. But you were friends, right? Once. I guess. You guess? You let me perform amateur brain surgery on you. You begged me to. We were friends, Isabel, good friends. And then you went and all messed it up. Amateur brain surgery? Please explain what that means. What the hell's this been about? My memories, the ones about my childhood, the ones I lost. They aren't gone, they're in headwear storage, locked away behind an encryption key. I got them, but I can't see them without it. That was your idea, is keeping them, I mean. You told me to hold on to the key for you just in case you ever need them back. I know, Rhombus, but after everything that happened, I couldn't just ask you to... You want the encryption key for the memories that we locked away? It's yours! I don't envy the pain you'll feel when you unlock them, but they belong to you. He keys a series of buttons onto his PDA, and Isabel's PDA buzzes a moment later. There, check your inbox. You got the key. Do what you will. I was holding onto it for you anyway. But I thought we were enemies now. We were. But there's no reasons for us to be. Just take the key and go. Have a nice life. There. See how easy that was? I'm sorry, Rhombus. I don't know how things got as bad as they did, but sorry. I'm gonna go find out what happened to Captain Whiskers. I promise you that. That'd be nice, I'd appreciate it. And, I got something of an admission to make. Look, I get it, Rom. You always liked me. I hate to break it to you, but I was never that big of a secret. And I know that's why you... What? No, that's... I mean, you're a nice girl and all, but no. But... What? My panic button. I tripped it when you broke in. The cops are on their way, but don't freak out. I'll call them off for you. Oh. Thanks. Hey, what are friends for? Just wait here, I'll go meet them in the hall and draw them off to another room. Shouldn't take 2 seconds. Oh, and is...
Or you hear gunfire.
They just fucking ventilate Rhombus instantly. Oh, and is... It was nice catching up with you. Good luck with the whole memory thing. You're gonna need it. Rhombus takes off at a run and disappears down the hall. Well, that was fucking awkward. I can't believe that literally was just playing team therapist. Stand back, please. It's a police matter. Sure thing. Keep up the good work. I feel a little bad not doing this mission when I first played through. This is fucking hilarious. This is also funny because I never did Gaichu's either. The bus trip back to Kaitaka is quieter than the ride in was. Your fellow passengers sit crumpled in their seats, barely moving and speaking. Their DECCON 2056 t-shirts hang loose on their frames, and the once cherished guest badges that have been crumpled into their pockets. You've seen more lively groups on their way to the morgue. Isabel looks up at you, her eyes full of the same post-con fatigue that you see in everyone else. She gives you a small smile and taps her temple with a fingernail. You got what you came for. Show's over. Time to go home. So when I did this mission back in the day, I brought Gaichu. The con goers basically say, holy shit, that is the best cosplay ever. Oh, that's so funny. Can't believe you were the main character, Zambino Samurai 69. That also got us a level up, actually. Augmented Spell Haste. Formulates a new version of haste that harnesses the latent wild magic of Hong Kong. Increases haste by 1 for 8 rounds when cast. Gobbet's accuracy increases by 15%. Or Gobbet can now consume spirits and imbue herself with power. Consuming spirit heals Gobbet for 20 HP over 2 rounds, and her AP is increased by 1. So it's accuracy or haste for her. And I think we want the accuracy for Gobbet, because God, she's a terrible shot. Isabelle gets augmented mini launcher. Her grenade launcher now saps 1 armor with every shot. Or when she jacks into the matrix, attacks on her physical body are reduced by... Oh, that's fucking nothing. Give her sabotage. Duncan, Shiwase Magna Arm. Allowing him to throw back incoming grenade. Hell yeah, that's great. Gaichu gets the ability to Whirlwind or Regenerate. Attack adjacent targets, +2 damage, cannot do AP damage, or regenerate 6 HP per round for 3 rounds. Oh, that's fucking good. Ractor gets Ares Heavy Laser. Augmented with the addition of Heavy Laser Mount, does +4 HP, 1 AP damage, and +5 accuracy over the standard attack. Or get a melee thing where the legs can strip armor. This is actually a tough one because this is a good trade-off of a choice. Let's grab the Predator Heavy Laser. But yeah, I guess that's it for our levels. We're max level already. It's a shame we can't get chromed up ourselves without ruining our kung fu lifestyle. Well, Duncan was those. Let's see what Duncan thought of the last mission. That was the first convention I've ever been to. Heard about them, but never been to one. Some people have too much time on their hands. Anyway, we got Isabella's software. Encryption key, or whatever the hell she wanted. I don't know, Cass. Somehow I think I came out of this feeling like a neighborhood bully shaking down a skinny kid for his lunch. But if it could help us, whatever. Anyway, enough about that. Need anything else? I'm surprised they have dialogue for going on a co-op mission. That's super cool. Isabella half turns away from the octopus's main display, looks up at you blinking. The memory stick you acquired from Rhombus has already been slotted into the computer's many expansion ports. The cherry red plastic that sheathes the stick looks slick and wet with the light. You did good back there. The run went well. We got the stick, the key to my old memories. All I gotta do now is slot it in. You haven't done it yet? No, not yet. I mean, I can. It'd be as simple as plugging myself in and tapping a key. My old memories are all mine if I want them. But you're not sure if you want them. That's about the shape of it. I'm feeling hesitant about this. It isn't easy, you know, shifting organic memories into headwear storage, wiping out the originals, and locking them away for safekeeping. That's corporate level mind sculpting. Serious business. Locking files away was important to you. I get that. Very important. If I wasn't, I wouldn't have let an amateur tinker with my brain in the corner of a derelict shopping mall. Whatever I got up there, I was desperate to get rid of it. Makes the girl wonder why. Tell me, Isabel, would it have been easier for you to have Rhombus just wipe the memory altogether? Yes. Much easier. Still not without risk, but you didn't do that. You had to move the memories into storage. Why? Because I knew one day I might need them. Were you wrong about that? You tell me. No, damn it, of course I wasn't. But you don't gotta be so glib about it. Another long pause. Isabel stares at her feet thinking, then looks up back at you. You're right, I know that. I knew it before we went to get the code. I just needed to talk through it with someone. Not Gobbet, someone who could take the situation seriously. I needed to talk through it with you. Hey. That's what I'm here for. Without another word, she pulls a cable from a pile on the floor and slots it into her data jack. The other end disappears into one of Octopus's many brains. Her fingers fly across the Octopus's keyboard, rattling off a series of audible clicks. Finally, her thumb hovers over the execute key. Alright. Wish me luck. The key depresses with an audible click. Isabel's eyes flutter and her cheeks flush with blood. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, fuck. Hey, what's happening? You okay? The progress bar climbs up to 100. Isabel snatches the cable back out of her data jack and covers her eyes with her hands. She's shivering. I remember why I don't want these anymore. You alright? No, I'm not alright. I'm the opposite of alright. There's a lot of bad stuff in here. Things that happened to friends of mine, to relatives. Things that I watched happen. Oh. You got this, Sis. You're strong. Believe it. Isabel may be considered one of the weaker characters in Hong Kong, but this cast really shows the actual dynamic and depth. It's an interesting view into the raw trauma that Kowloon brings to people. Yes, I can, but this is harder than you think. These memories are crystal clear. It's like all this shit happened yesterday. I can remember watching friends die and seeing their screaming faces just as clearly as I did the day it happened. It's like a Trid show, but it's my life. It's real. Focus. Is there anything in here that could help us? I think so, yes. It'll take me time to sift through all this. I'll hold on to these for as long as I can. Hopefully long enough to reveal something useful. No promises beyond anything that. Thank you, Isabel. Don't thank me yet. I could still crack in a half hour and lock away the files. I'm gonna do my best not to, though. One thing doesn't jump out at me, though. Rhombus archives some software up here. It's sitting at the top of the memories, all wrapped up like a present. Don't know why he did it, but it looks like a combat package. Why would he have done that? Beats the hell out of me. He put it in there when he locked my memories away, so maybe he was trying to stash it. Or maybe he knew I'd need it one day. It's a basic attack modification, I think. I'm gonna have to study it to be sure, but I think I could use it. This run worked out better than I thought it would. Yeah, it's all very exciting, but just for now, give me some space, okay? It's gonna take me a while to make sense of this stuff. Alright, I'll check back with you later. She's gone, Combo. I don't know where she ran off to, but she looked upset. Said something about friends in trouble, then left. By the time I could disconnect from the octopus, she was on her way out of town. Ugh, she must have gone back to the sinking ship. I don't like the sound of that. She tell you what went down out there all those years ago? The mutiny? Yeah, and the bad dreams? Well, we better go and get her, hadn't we? Let's do it. I'm gonna arrange transport to Hunghorn Bay. You come meet me at the docks when you're ready. This is incredibly fucking funny timing, actually. No, don't worry. I'll wait here. I don't gotta worry about Renraku or anything. Just don't worry about it. Have we already done Raktor's quest? Because I think we did, right? When we did the tech theft. Weird, because it still feels kind of like open-ended, you know? Nope, don't do that. We're also still very poor. Yeah, it feels like Raktor still has, like, a loose end to deal with, like, you know, the two, scientists that he had to deal with, but, like, it feels kind of, like, abruptly cut off, you know what I mean? That's the life of anything that isn't a street samurai. Money is tight, yeah. Oh there, come to admire the river with Yomo? I got a bottle of Baiju we can oh god. Isn't Baiju fucking foul?
I mean, he's a ghoul.
No, Baiju, an alcoholic drink. I remember hearing something about it and remembering hearing it was like quite foul. Not right now, Yomo. I need help. I need a favor. What favor can Yomo do to you? You need a body dumped at sea? I can do it fast. No one will see. Maybe you need to hide some cargo on a beach where the map of X marks the spot. Ha 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 ha. I need you to take me to the sinking ship. Ah, easy la. I know exactly where that heap of junk is. Lead the way then. Wow, we have a double-decker situation with Isabel. That's wild. You know, now that I think about it, I don't think I ever did Isabel Goblet's quest either.
My favorite character in the game. I'm not going to do a request. I see how it is.
Man, you're a terrible friend. Look, I think this might have been one of the first Western RPGs I played. Hungham Bay. Captain Yomo's converted speedboat chops through the rough waters like a cleaver through chicken bones, launching skyward with every wave that hits. Your destination, the sinking ship, Gobbet's former home. The orc pirate laughs and opens the throttle. Wind and rain lash at your face as the floating amalgamation of shipping containers grows larger. You can see that it's stacked at least 3 containers deep, an inelegant brick of corrugated weathered steel. An assortment of pontoons, buoys, and other flotation devices have been lashed to the base of the raft to prevent it from tipping. You don't know what's happening here or why Gobbet felt the need to go face it alone. One way or another, you're about to find out. So this is why Gobbet was unavailable, wasn't it? Why do they keep oh, no, wait. Why do I have 2 res kits? What's happening? Whose gear is this and why do I have it? Can you give AP? No. Fuck you. You know what? Sure, I'll take a flashbang. That sounds funny. Buys you ammo between 70 to 20 proof. Each village has its own fermented potion to strip your stomach. Ah. God, imagine being Isabel and having gone through the trauma of reliving your entire fucked up childhood in the manner of, like, 30 seconds. And now you gotta go help your girlfriend out with her own shit. Gotta compartmentalize 2 traumas at once. The scramble at the side of the sinking ship was treacherous. You hauled yourself up on the edge with your heart hammering in your chest, clawing for purchase against the wind and driving rain. Walking on the surface deck isn't much better. The steel that you're standing on is slick, sheeted with the water from the rainstorm that hammers down from above. Every time you shift your weight, you can feel your feet begin to slide. There are no safety rails in sight. A slip, a rogue wave. It wouldn't take much to send you screaming over the edge of the raft into the dark waters below. This thing is a wreck. I can't believe Gabe ever chose to live here. Isabel gingerly prods at a rusted sector of the container that you're standing on with her boot. It depresses easily with entirely too much give. From her description of the sinking ship, I didn't expect it to be this bad. Yeah, she was always telling me the lady in charge... What's her name? Melinda? Malvina. She always told me that Malvina was a control freak, all obsessed with order and cleanliness, and Cadmus was supposed to be a top-quality repair guy. This look like it's in good repair to you? Take it that was a rhetorical question? A sudden gust of wind buffets you, sending you sliding. Isabel drops to a crouch, clinging to the metal with gloved hands to keep herself from slipping. We should get moving. It's dangerous up here and my gears are getting soaked. Alright, let's find Gobbet and make sure she's alright. You lead. I'll follow. Devil rats? What? Ah! Oh god! They're everywhere! Isabel, throw a grenade at me! Oh crap, we don't have Gobbet for haste. This sucks. I know what I could do. Shit, I have all too many skills. Well, that's manifest. I don't want killing hands. Oh, they got Overwatch. What the fuck? Manifest. Oh god, the rat's still alive. Fuck. Yeah, fuck these things. Holy shit. Oh, I'm still in the blast zone? What the fuck? There we go. Much better. Well, this is kind of ass, really. Yes, bite me. No, don't bite her. I'm the threat here. Y'all are terrible shots, by the way. So am I. Holy crap. Well, that's 2. And, this guy's got a little moxie in him. Oh my god, you jackasses, please. How hard is it to shoot a fucking rat? Woman by the fire looks like she hasn't seen a bar of soap in weeks. Her companion doesn't look much better. Their faces are streaked with soot and grime that the rain seems impotent to wash away. Glad to see you made it through that one in one piece. Please, come stand by the fire and get warm. Yeah, sure, thanks for your hospitality. Of course. We don't get strangers here often. It's far too miserable out to turn away a guest. Want to tell me what's up with the killer rats? The devil rats, you mean? They're becoming something of a crisis for us. We don't know why they started attacking, and we can't seem to wipe them out. Truth be told, we could really use your help. We'll help you with your rat problem, but first you gotta help us first. Refresh my memory. Didn't we just peel a swarm of devil rats off them a few seconds ago? We didn't ask you to do that. We could have handled the rats our own. We're looking for a friend. Alright. Describe them for us. Young, about my age, orcish, with a shaved scalp and dreadlocks. You seen her? I'm afraid not. I wish we had. We don't get to see many strangers here. So how about it? Will you help us with the rat infestation or not? Yeah, we'll help. The rats have been a huge problem for us. Between the damage they inflict and the disease they carry, they make it impossible for us to keep up regular maintenance duties on the raft. If you follow us, we'll lead you down below deck. With your help, we'll get the ship cleaned out yet again. Well, lead the way. We'll follow. The hatch down below is just over this way. We'll show you down. A shallow pool of standing water is gathered on the platform, separating it from an access hatch at the edge of the raft. Electricity arcs over the surface of the pool in angry spider webs. Whoa, hold up. The damn anti-boarding system's gone haywire again. Look, it isn't draining the way it's supposed to be. Again? We just fixed the pump last week. Anti-boarding system? What the hell is that? A bad idea is what? Blame the Shadowrunners that lived on this thing before we did. It's like an anti-theft system on a car, only a lot meaner. When it gets tripped, the channel floods and the ship's power gets shunted into the water. It delivers a hell of a shock. Only now it seems to trigger randomly, and the pump we installed as a workaround started breaking down at the drop of a hat. Why didn't you just disable the damn thing in the first place? We tried. Lost 3 good engineers trying. In the end, we decided to go with the workaround. No pool, no shocks. In theory, anyway. Well, it isn't that dangerous, all things considered. You got boots on, right? You can probably make it across without... It's pouring out. We're both drenched. That thing has to be putting out a lot of voltage for the arcs to be visible like that. Trying to cross that as is would be a real bad idea. Maybe we could find a way to drain the water. Yeah, the pump over there. I'm guessing that's the one not working? Yep, that's the one. It's supposed to keep this part of the deck clear, but it keeps breaking down. Stupid thing, I swear. Must have burned out through 4 different fuses in the past 2 weeks. We'll try fixing the pump first. If it doesn't work, we'll have to look around for another solution. One that doesn't involve crossing on foot. I feel like rats is an interesting situation for this. For you, it's a very worn and very non-functional water pump. An ancient hose snakes down from the pump into the drainage channel. Looks pretty busted. Looks like we can fix it with some of the junk that's sitting on the deck. Upon closer inspection, you can see that this pump suffers from clear signs of neglect. Years of near constant use and deferred maintenance have taken their toll on the machine, and it recently broke down. Heavy scoring and burn patterns also indicate the reason why the pump isn't working. A blown fuse. Can you fix this? Afraid not. If we're a computer, I could probably do something with it, but I'm not much of a mechanic. If we find a replacement fuse, I could slot it for you. Anything else, you're on your own. Alright, fuse, huh? Hey guys, ever hear of a fuse? One of the locals looks up at the sound of your approach. The others remain huddled around the low fire. You need something? If not, shove off. This fire's taken. The water pump on the other side of the deck blew a fuse. Know where we could find a new one? Maybe. Could be a new fuse anywhere up here. We tend not to throw things away like that. Check the piles, that's where the bits and bobs wind up. I'd watch my hands if I were you, though. Rats have been known to hide in the piles. Right, no. Might get chewed off if you're careful. Check the piles. Nothing here. Butt kiss. Replacement fuse. Hell yeah. Unfortunately, Combo doesn't have enough intelligence to replace a fuse. Oh, I guess they do. I thought Isabel's gonna do it. With the def motion, you click the intact fuse that you discovered into place. Lights on the pump's controls go from red to green, and the little machine rattles back to life. More rats! Wonderful.
Rats are the usual technological advancements.
We are rats. Oh, don't go next to them. I was gonna have Gobbet shoot him with a grenade. Ugh. Awesome. Killing hands, please. One rat down. Two rats down. And now what do I do? What I do is not kill any of them. Thankfully, though, all this armor means I'm a fucking freight train. Thank you, drive-through. Oh, I'm dying inside every time I miss. There we go. Yeah, I feel like this mission's gonna make good work of the armor skill I bought. Upon descending the ladder, you find yourself in the cramped confines of a shipping container. Interior walls have been erected of corrugated aluminum, and doors have been cut to allow passage from compartment to compartment. The air down here is ripe with the odor of rotting garbage. Sorry about the state of the place. The rats have kept our work crews too busy to work about hauling out the garbage. But now that you're here, we'll be able to set things right. Kill off the little bastards once and for all. Before we go off to the rats, I want you to type me to someone in position of authority on this wreck. Malvina or Cadmus, say? Or Gobbet? We don't know anyone named Gobbet. Cadmus is sick. He's in the quarantine ring. Probably doesn't have long. Malvina's below us on the lower deck. She's a busy woman, though. She's the only one who keeps this place afloat. Take us to Malvina. I want to have a word with her. Follow us. We'll take you right to her. Am I at 6.5 essence? How do I check that? It says I'm at a flat 6 for essence at the moment. But I don't know if it's rounding or not. Essence 6.5, yeah. Some tags that seem relatively fresh. Haven't been here long. It's just up this way, through the door here. As you approach, something catches your eye. A vent in the wall behind the locals. Movement. Something living must be hidden inside. Behind you, more devil rats. Panic-stricken, they begin to turn, their weapons raised as a flurry of motion and something large explodes out of the vent. Duh! Duh! Don't go in there! It's a trap! What? Hello? What is happening? Well, they're all lined up in a lovely little row. Gonna learn, gotta use a little trick that I learned from my good buddy Cheap Shot Chester. Oh god, we decked one of them to death. The bloody local tosses his gun aside and raises a pair of trembling hands. His eyes have gone wide with terror. So it turns out Isabel's grenade launcher, I absolutely the MVP in every map. Yeah! It'd be nice if I wasn't a melee character. I'm sorry, we didn't want to do it. We didn't have a choice. It ordered us to. What? It? What are you talking about? Explain. I don't know what it is. It talks with Malvina's voice, but it isn't her. If you want to live, you gotta do what it says.
Oh my god, Apex is alive.
Shit. I'm going to let you live. Don't make me regret it. The squatter collapses against the wall, sobbing uncontrollably. Gobbet dusts herself off and paces towards you. Ah! Hey, yes! Hey, Seattle! I don't remember inviting you on this run, but I guess I'm glad you can make it. You're welcome, by the way. Are you alright? We came looking for you. Really? I thought you were visiting the sinking ship for its wonderful food and beautiful views. Yeah, I'm okay. Look, I'm sorry about the sudden entrance and everything. I wish I had time to explain what was going on, but I didn't, cause... well, trap! Yeah, you mentioned that. What kind of trap are we talking about? The kind where you end up dead. Look, I don't know exactly what they were planning to do, but they seem to lead people through these doors before. The people who I watched go in there never come back out again, not a one. They just scream, and when the doors open up, they'd be gone. So you don't act... well, thanks for the warning. Don't mention it. There's a long, awkward pause. Finally, Isabel steps forward. So, now that we're all together, do you want to tell us why you came back here all by yourself? We'd have gone with you, Gobbet. All you had to do was tell us. Yeah, I know, but I figured this one was on me and I didn't want to wait another minute. Besides, I had a plan. Yeah? And what kind of plan was that? Pretty simple one. All I wanted to do was get the lay of the land, sneak around a little, maybe find my old friends, and get some answers. I didn't come in here to get into a firefight. It's easier to be quite solo than it was to be dragging the two of you around. No offense. So, you've scoped the place out? Fine, mission accomplished. Do you know what you're doing now? Yeah, this place is fucked. I'm gonna go sink it. Wait, what? The sinking ship is doomed, Seattle. I could feel it the second I set foot on board. Earlier than that, even. On some level, I think I could feel it back home. That's why I couldn't stop thinking about the place. Whatever's happening here, it's wrong. This whole place feels off to me somehow, maybe even toxic. Came back to find my friends Cadmus and Malvina to check up on them. Instead, I found a swarm of man-eating rats, a death trap, and a bunch of squatters that seem intent on killing me. I think it's possible to trip the trap and just take damage. That seems very bad. So, I'm gonna kill him right back. And I'm gonna use the scuttling charges that are still embedded in the hull to do that. I already handled the ones on this level, but I haven't gone down below yet. We need to activate the charges below the waterline if we're gonna bring this sucker down. And so that's where you're heading next, downward? Oh, not quite, on account of the trap. I don't know how to get past it yet. Minor setback, alright? So my next step was to figure that out. We still haven't found Cadmus or Melvina yet. They could still be alive somewhere, maybe even on this level. Yeah, maybe. I hope so, because all the people on this raft, Cad's the one I trust most to get us past whatever's in this room. He was always more of a mechanic than he was a shaman. We need to figure out how to get past the trap, I get that, but let's keep our eyes open while we're doing that. There could be more going on than you realize. I seriously doubt it. Remember what I told you about second-guessing? She isn't second-guessing anything. We haven't seen enough to make a decision yet. You may have, but we haven't. Alright, Iz. You want to look around? We'll do that. But afterwards, we're arming the rest of the charges. Alright, let's move. All lower decks are off limits until further notice. A junction box sets out from the wall covered by a single screw. Wires crisscross over one another in a Kodak jumble. And the whole apparatus appears to be held together with electrical tape. Jury-rigged, like everything else. That's really sloppy work. You'd think in an environment like this they'd at least try to do some basic waterproofing. Looks like this box is feeding power to that door over there. If we were able to short it, we might be able to get it open. Ooh, wow, excuse me. I need to drink some pink stuff. I'm trying to figure out the word of what I had earlier today, but it's basically chicken tikka masala, but in like little triangle pockets. It starts with a C, but I can't remember the name for the life of me. Was it a P? I don't know. Ugh. Stare at the mess of knotted and frayed wires. It's like looking into the mouth of chaos. But you struggle to make sense of it. Eventually, you narrow down your options. The typical color coding system for internal wiring has obviously been ignored by whoever wired the sinking ship in the first place. But you think that cutting and reconnecting one of the wires right there might do the trick. Of course, cutting the wrong wire could result in a nasty shock. Any ideas, Iz? What I know is that if you mess with that thing, you're gonna get yourself killed. I wouldn't even feel comfortable trying to rewire that box. Nothing is labeled, most of the wires are frayed and you don't have the right equipment anyways. Seriously, you're not an electrician. Let's find another way past the door. Yeah, probably a good idea. The hell? There are deep gashes in the steel wall of the container. They look like they were made with some kind of blade. There's no way a rat claw could have done this. The man standing before you looks cleaner than most of the squatters on the ship. There are no streaks of grease on his cheeks, and his clothes look freshly laundered. Well, what have we here? What have we here? Strangers on our humble raft, exploring her leaking bowels. Welcome to the sinking ship, strangers. Now tell me what you want. Who are you? You may address me as Mercurio at your service. What do you do? A bit of this, a bit of that. I'm an artist, or rather I used to be. An artist and a socialite and a man about town. By town, I mean raft, of course. Now I mostly find my way shut away here on the sinking ship's upper deck. I've been festering away here for months, desperately clinging to the finer things in life. Quite the tale of woe, really. That's it? You just loiter and socialize? A fine and noble profession. But you're a street-level operative, no? Blue-collar work? I wouldn't expect you to understand. Speaking of blue-collar work, I have something in here that might interest you. Would you like to see? That depends on what it is. It's just a data pad, nothing sinister. This belonged to a maintenance tech that I once knew. I have no idea what happened to her, but she hasn't been seen in weeks. And you're giving this to us why? To earn your favor. You come to the sinking ship rather well armed, after all. I'd rather ingrate myself to you now before the bullets start flying. Alright, well take it, thank you. Anytime, I wasn't using the thing anyways. The schematics on the device are quite arcane to me, I'm afraid. Cheap datapad full of instructions and notes from a member of the sinking ship's maintenance crew. That would probably mean it looks at the datapad. Follow the instructions to disarm the locks. You examine the rat's nest of wires, landing each connection to its point of origin. Following the instructions, you then snip and rewire the system to feed back power to itself. The results of your work are immediate and spectacular. You hear a deafening clacking sound and a blinding flash of light stabs you in the eyes. Moments later, the hall fills with the overpowering stench of ozone. The overhead lights flitter up. Up ahead, you can hear the sound of a set of doors disengaging. Look at that, amateur electrician Cassandra. Local inhabitant, sick dwarf. I hear dogs. Oh wow, that's funny. Hang on. I don't know why those chihuahuas are so hellbent on zeroing onto my window just to bark at it. It's gonna really suck in the fucking summer when I need a window open. I can't. So it's heavily reinforced and barricaded. It'd take a bulldozer to open it. A stocky dwarf leans up against the wall of the container room. His skin is sallow and it hangs off his bulky frame like a half-deflated balloon. You saw plenty of sick people back in the Barrens. Addicts, BTL heads, people whose immune systems have been ravaged by disease. This guy looks worse. Oh, he looks fucked up. The dwarf's milky eyes track you as you approach. A wave of recognition washes over his face with his movements remaining lethargic. Eventually he manages to slur out a few words. Gobbets. Back after all this time? Yeah, I'm sorry it's taken so long. It's good to see you again, Cad. Gobbets told me about you. How are you feeling? Perfect. Thanks for asking. I mean, I'm dying. And my home's gone to shit. And we're probably gonna sink. But otherwise, I'm great. Welcome home, girl. Been a long time. Cadmus, save it. I'm not mad. I'm mostly just happy to hear your voice again. It's good to have a friend. What's happening here? Bad things. A lot of good people died. Something's gone rotten on this raft, Gobbet. You know what I mean. Toxic. Yeah, I feel it too. I can feel all the way back home. Cadmus, where are our friends? What happened to Yasmin and Ansem and Malvina? Anson's dead. Never even made it to the sick room, just disappeared. I don't know where he went. He stabs a finger downward at the floor. Yasmin's still with us. Small favors, right? But the fight's gone out of her. She's content to do what she's told and tremble. Malvina ain't Malvina anymore. What is she? I don't know what it is. It's definitely toxic. As for what? His voice trails off. Cadmus stares up at Goblet helplessly. Malvina went off the rails because of that damn bauble that I gave her. That's what happened, isn't it? It ain't her, Gobbet. It's something else. He struggles to contain another cough. Eventually it passes. Speaking of cough, I'm taking a lozenge. But yeah, that shiny red egg you and Sui lifted is the cause of it, I think. The ugliness was already inside her, but that thing brought it out. Shit. This isn't your fault, Gobbet. You had to give her that thing to stop the mutiny. I know! I did what I had to do. No regrets. But I'm still pretty fucking angry about what happened. You and me both, kid. I'm as angry as I've ever been. Twice as frightened. His chest heaves a bit bronchial cough. His chest heaves as a deep bronchial cough racks his body. Man, that's a descriptor. Bronchial is a good descriptor for that. With a grimace of distaste, he spits out a wave of bloody phlegm. You haven't seen what happened to Malvina. What she's become. You need rest. Let's put this on hold and... Got no time to rest. You need to hear this. What we're up against. You ever hear of a rat king? It's an old folklore thing. A bunch of rats all fused together, tails all wrapped and twisted into a knot. That's what Mal's become. I don't know how many different spirits she's tied her essence to, but the last time I opened my third eye to her, I couldn't see where they ended and she began. What does that even mean? I've never heard... It means she ain't human anymore, girl. Or is bound to other things. Alien things. All tangled and twisted and grown together. They're all one being now, a rat king. It talks like Malvina, but it ain't her anymore. Is she possessed? No, best I tell, she invited this. Welcomed it. Malvina and the things she tied to are all one being now, a collective. And to listen to them talk, they like it that way. Talisman that the Rat King is holding, the shiny object. Do you know how it works? No. I tried assessing it once. The only thing I took away of the experience was a migraine. I felt like there were railroad spikes buried beneath my eyes for days. All I can tell you for certain is that it still works. As long as the Rat King's connected to that thing, you can't hurt it. Any holes you put in his body will close on their own. So what are we supposed to do against that? If the bauble makes the thing unkillable, you just gotta find a way to get the bauble away from it. Gobbet managed that during Sui's rebellion. I bet she could do it again. Did you try to fight it? Yeah, I'd had enough. A lot of us had, so we took a page from Sui's book. We mutinied. This is what's left on our side. Been locked in here for 5 days now, waiting for Vitas to finish the job. The rest of us got fed to rats. Doesn't seem like it went too well. No, it didn't. Truth is, we weren't prepared for how many of those bastard rats Malvina bred. We weren't expecting our shipmates to fight on her behalf. Why would the others stop you from taking the ship back? That doesn't even make sense. What do you think, girl? Fear. Fear of death. Fear of being gnawed apart by 100 vermin. Fear of that thing. So you're saying they're not brainwashed, they're just afraid? Scared shitless is a better way of putting it. I can't blame them. If anything, we're the crazy ones for trying to fight it. If the Rat King's soldiers only serve because they're afraid, maybe we could turn it away from it. Maybe. They may rally around someone they know. Maybe someone who's lived with and fought with them for years. That was a subtle hint, girl. I got a better idea. We're gonna get you and your people onto lifeboats and we're gonna send this thing to the bottom. And then the Rat King's going with it. You can't mean that. This is our home. We got nowhere else to go, Gobbet. I'm not gonna let that thing force us to put the raft to the torch. If we already tried it your way, look what happened. Maybe it's good that you leave this place. I lived in something like this before. I see what it could do to people. She grew up in the walled city, Cad. Then she knows this is what we got to look forward to if you sink this raft. Because we sure as hell can't afford to live anywhere else. Gobbet, listen. It isn't too late for the sinking ship. We can still turn this thing around. My mutiny failed because the Rat King knew things that we didn't. Yours can succeed if you try. My gut's still saying we should sink that raft. Said that from the moment I arrived here. That's what Rat wants me to do, so that's what I'm gonna do. Gobbet, Cadmus might be right. If we could drum up enough support, I think we could retake the ship. Have you forgotten the first lesson I taught you, Seattle? Always go with your gut. And my gut says, spare us the lecture, Gobbet. Cadmus is right. You're going off half-cocked again. The truth is, we could save this raft if you want to. If you don't, tell us and we'll sink it. Look, Gobbet, things have changed since you decided to sink this raft. You could see that, right? She sets her draws in a deep breath and slowly releases it. Alright, Cad. If you're sure you can keep up your end, I'll be willing to help you with your mutiny. But if your people fuck up, I'm sinking this place. Got it? Yeah. And thanks. With your help, we could do this. That remains to be seen. Go on, get moving. Convince as many people as you can to help us when the time comes. Whoever you don't bring to our side is going to fight against us, so be thorough about it. When you're ready to make your move, trigger the shipboard alarm system. 2 blasts, then we'll start kicking in doors. Alright, CAD 2 blast starts the mutiny. But if we sound the alarm once and leave it, you get your people the hell off this raft. Got it? 1 blast means you're sinking it, huh? You do that and I'm kicking your bony ass from here to Macau, but... yeah, I hear ya. Got all that, stranger? You know what you're supposed to be? You convince people to join you, then trigger the alarm. 1 blast means we're sinking it, 2 means the mutiny is on. Got it. Good, thanks. And Gobbet, thank you. It's been good to know that you're with us on this. This is a lot more elaborate than I thought this mission would be. Holy crap. Strangers, you picked a bad time to visit. Yeah, it's a bad habit of mine. Are you guarding the room against the rats? Yeah, the rats and the thing that's controlling them. Never seen it myself, but I heard stories. You want to talk to someone? Talk to the dwarf. I'm busy. I need to keep my eyes open for those little bastards. Best of luck. We're taking the sinking ship back from the Rat King. Will you help us? No, I'm afraid not. I'm a lover, not a fighter. You don't get off your scrawny ass and fight, I'll snap you in half like a twig. How does that sound? Fair? It sounds fair. Please don't hurt me. That was satisfying. When the fighting starts, you take our side. Got it? Yes, yes, of course. You can count on me. Holy shit, what? Squatter is in need of immediate medical attention. Her torso is a gory mess and an ever-expanding pool at her feet tells you she's on her way of bleeding out. Please, help me! Hold still, this'll sting a little. You crack open a medkit and go to work. Within minutes, you've run a saline drip into her arm and sealed the wound with liquid skin. A final slap patch of adrenaline and painkillers gets the woman up and on her feet. I don't know who you are, strangers, but you just saved my life. If I could ever return the favor, let me know. We're taking another run at the Rat King, and we're gonna kill it this time. We could use your help. I want to help, but I can't do much without supplies. I'll make you a deal. You hook me up with some medical supplies, I'll join your mutiny. Go for it. Deal's a deal, and I have a debt to repay. When you make your move, I'll be there to help. Good. Head to the quarantine area with Cadmus. He'll tell you what to do. God, I hope I have enough supplies for this. The slender woman in shabby overalls looks up from her work with a frown. You can't but notice the scars on her neck. Holy shit! Her eyes flit from you to Isabel. When they land on Gobbet, her face lights up. I'll be damned. Gobbet? Hey, Yasmin. Good to see you again. Yeah, you too. Where the hell have you been all these years? On a different boat, funnily enough. Yes, I'm a little out of the loop on what's happening here. Could you do me a solid and fill us in? Yeah, but we're not supposed to talk about it. But I'll tell you what I know. We're taking the ship back and we need your help. Another mutiny? No, not me. Go someone else. I saw what happened last time. Last time you didn't have me here. We're gonna kill that thing that stole Malvina's voice, Yaz. You got my word on that. She stares at Gobbet long and hard. Finally, she acquiesces. Alright, Gobbet. I'm in. I'm terrified, but I'm in. I'm no fighter, you know that. I'll keep the ship afloat and that's about it, but I'll do what I can to help. You'll be okay, Yaz, I promise. Circle up with your brother. I'm sending everyone we can convince to help him here with in the sick room. He'll tell you what to do from here. Water drips down from a leak in the ceiling to spatter against a case on an ancient terminal. We need to talk about these new regulations that you keep handing down. Look, I used to be a merchant marine. I get how important a procedure is on a boat, and I know the mindset that you're working against, but some of these new regulations are bordering on draconian, and they're getting in the way of our maintenance crews downstairs. Order is a good thing, micro isn't. So let's talk it out, okay? We got a hell of an infestation going on in the lower levels, and we need to start doing something about it. Can I count on you and the boys to help me with this? I know that Em would frown on what I'm proposing, but she isn't doing anything to help. We need to take these matters into our own hands before things get ugly. This is exactly what I was afraid of, see? Those bloody rats have eaten us out of house and home, and now their food supply is gone, they're going to turn on us. It's pretty clear that Em can't, or won't, use her magic to fix this, so it's on us to deal with the fallout. I have the upstairs maintenance crew set aside for a couple of containers as a quarantine area and sick room. It's inevitable that we're going to start seeing people getting sick, and we need a place to shelve them. If we don't do this, we're going to have panic on our hands. Fetus deaths aren't pretty. Fetus? Tell your brother I got his note and that I'll be there. I don't know what this is about, but I have a guess, and if I'm right, well, I'm in. Things have to change around here for all our sakes. Scratches look like they're made by claws, but they're much bigger than anything a rat can make. Virally induced toxic allergy syndrome. Oh god. Another squatter, more beaten up than most. Bloody bandages wrap his knuckles, and one of his orbital sockets has been crushed, deforming the silhouette of his face. He peers at you with a mixture of suspicion and hostility. Don't recognize you here. That means you're new. Picked a bad place to go sightseeing, outsider. You okay, man? You don't look so good. No, I'm not okay. I'm all beaten up and going blind in an eye. Now tell me what you want so I can be on my way. We're taking the raft back from the Rat King, and we need all the help we could get. Can we count on you? You're all fools. The last 2 mutinies failed, and yours will too. Even if you did have a chance, it was Cadmus and his boys that did this to me. You think I'm gonna cozy up with them? I'm sorry they hurt you, but like you said, you got caught in a crossfire. People get hurt in those situations. It happens. Cadmus would never intentionally harm you. Rat King, on the other hand. I said I'm not putting my neck out for anybody. I'm gonna ride this thing out, and that's all there is to it. The Rat King could have you killed in a moment's notice, and it's only a matter of time. Can't you see that? You're hard to hear, and I said no, and that's final. I don't lay down my life for you or Cadmus for that matter. Wake up, you're living in a war zone. Not choosing a side won't keep you safe, it'll get you killed. You're right. I know that, I know better than most, but I just can't pick up and leave. No one can. The Rat King won't let us. That's why we have to kill the fucking thing. You a killer girl? I do it for a living. We all do. Maybe you got a chance. The hell with it, I'm in. When you make your move, I'll do what I can to help. You made the right move. Go to Cadmus and wait for a signal. Average individuals who are exposed to any strain of Vitus have the following odds of surviving, and that kills humans within 12 hours. Oh, so it's just the fucking sand plague. A middle-aged woman with a slouching posture stands with her back to a reinforced door. With a languid motion, she turns her head to stare at you. Is every game now pathologic? Yes. You folks, I'll be damned. The hell are you doing here? The Rat King has ruled here for long enough. We're taking it down, and we could use your help. It's nastier because it kills you by forcing an allergic reaction and make you suffocate from histamine. Ah. That is a pretty brutal way to go. You'll get yourself killed even talking like that. You'll get me killed with you. Get the hell out of here now. I won't take part in another damn mutiny. Think about this. How does it help you for the Rat King to stay in control? Ooh. Okay, wow. Fucking aggressive. Guess I just gotta punch you. Oh, that was Isabel. Well, that didn't go too well. Interesting, that leads to the guard door. What if we could convince... Due to recent weather, only 3 people are allowed on top deck at a time. Port Violet. Oh, we can't go back up top, can we? I think that's everyone we could have possibly gotten then? Doesn't look like there are any areas we could go to other than, you know, the trap. Yeah, I think that's everyone. Didn't they say go to the alarm system when ready? Find Malvinus. Stop the Rat King, reach the bottom deck. Problem is, I don't see a security system. Am I blind? Where am I supposed to go? Find Cadmus, find Malvina, scuttle the ship. Do we have to go to the trapdoor? This is me actually asking for input here because I can't find the input that they want me to do. There's thick in here, acrid. The stench clings to your tongue and sticks to the back of your throat. It smells like damp cardboard and stale urine. Well, that's foul. Don't go any further into the room, either of you. We don't know how to disarm the trap yet. Just want to take a look. The floor in here is patchwork of metal scraps that creak beneath your feet. With each step, you can feel it flex, struggling to accommodate your weight. Take a step forward, then another. Nothing seems to happen. Get back here, you idiot! The trap is still armed! The room stands empty in front of you. There's nothing stopping you from continuing onward if you want to. Wow, that just happened. Wow, it just kills you! Oh. Oh god, we have to do everything, don't we? Oh, that sucks so much. Fuck. Oh god, we have to do everything over. That is gross. I'm gonna bring 2 medkits after learning what we had to do there. This is the See, the problem is somebody said that the trap could activate and then you could still take damage, so I didn't think I would be killed. Also, this is
I can just tank it. Oh god, no, I can't.
Also, this is the first and only time I've seen an IK in any of the games. God, that fucking sucks so much. I guess I was damaged. Make helpful words, but honestly I'm about to crash. Good night. Ah, good night, dude. Also, this is fucking awkward because I can't leave. So I can't quite grenade it as easily as before.
How to solve a trap? Just sink the whole thing.
The problem is there's like no input, so I don't know what we were supposed to do there. It would explain why they're consistently missing the gun. Oh, no. No, they got a shot in. It's a flat IK. Yeah, this is the first time I've ever seen an instant kill. Holy shit. God, we have to do so fucking much over. Good lord.
I should have saved before you did anything with that trap.
Yeah. I don't know, there was like 0 input, so I thought there was something we could do within there, and I was not expecting an instant kill. Like, they never done something like that before, so I was shocked to see that it just kills you outright.
How'd they get you? Lulling you into false insecurity before they blow you up.
Basically. I guess we could navigate the security, dialogues relatively quickly. And it was this one, I believe. Oh, it's RNG. Fuck. Shoot the fucking rat. Did we get the thing? Okay, we did get a refuse. Okay. So it's a 50-50 whether you fight a thing or not. Also, it looks like there was a training animation. And we just didn't see it. Oh, there we... Right. Gonna fight 5 more rats. Shit's insane. Oh, there's so much dialogue to navigate through. Fuck. Well, this is just perfect, actually. What if I just, like, move over here and let Isabel do all the work? And then I go in to punch the rest. Holy crap, I'm so fucking blind. It's really funny how how reliable the grenade launcher suddenly is. Who did it do? Go over here, get the electrical. Go over here. Actually override the electrical. And now, dialogue. Oh my god, did I miss the most fucking obvious thing here? Malvina's orders. First thing she has to do after Sui's little rebellion, we started working on the thing the week after you left. Yasmin was in charge of the project. Can you tell us how to get past it? No, but Yas can. She should be somewhere on this level. Go find her and tell her I sent you. Alright, now we got all that with the alternate reality of being able to disarm the trap, because I forgot one dialogue tree. Fucking hell. You. I'll break you like a fucking twig. You. Medkits for days. You. Gaslight. You we just get because Gobbit's here. That was me. I didn't want to build the thing, but I did it to help Malvina, to keep us safe. I've regretted it ever since. We could really use your help, yes. We need to get below decks, and we need to do that. We need to be in one piece to do that. Can you help us get past the trap? I think so. It's been a long time, but I remember what wires you need to sniff to disarm the thing. There's a hidden access panel in the floor. You'd never find it if you didn't know where to look. You snip the wires here, and this one here, and bypass the circuit. Then flip this lever. Do that and you're done. The trapdoor won't trigger and you won't get dumped into the killing pit. Killing pit? It's pretty much what you expect. Thanks, Yas. You don't know how badly we needed this one. Did we recruit Yaz? Because I burned through the dialogue, but it doesn't seem like we went through. I mean, we got the mutiny, and I think she's alright. And then we gotta talk to the crazy person who just shoots us on sight. Well, at least this time we didn't get, you know, shot. And now the trap door. And let's take a lesson from 15 minutes ago and be smart about this shit. There you go, Seattle. You know what to do. Let's hope Yaz knows her stuff. Following the greased pencil diagram, you locate a hunk of metal flooring with a slightly raised edge. Hooking your fingers under it, you lift to reveal a hidden access panel. Good sign. The instructions are surprisingly easy to follow. 3 snips with your pocket knife and a rewired connection later, and the floor-spanning trapdoor has been disarmed. Oh, that was easy. Go on, Seattle. You take the lead. You earned it. Gee, thanks. And then we die again. And there we go. Perfect. Stepping into this room is like wading through the killing floor of a slaughterhouse. There isn't an inch of ground that isn't caked with blood. The stench that floods into your nostrils is as overpowering as it is vile. It's the stench of rotten beef and stale vomit, of warm blood poured into a chemical toilet and left out in the sun to cook. The buzzing of flies in your ears helps bring you back to your senses. Blinking against the light, you see stacks of moldering trash piled nearly to the ceiling. The piles of dead bodies are stacked nearly as high. You okay? She doesn't seem to notice you. Her jaw hangs open in horror. As her eyes move from atrocity to atrocity, her cheeks slowly drain of color. Oh, rat, no. This... Gaba gasps for a way to finish her thought, and she doesn't find one. Sorry, I know these people were friends. A lot of them were. Some I didn't know. They all deserve better than this. The Rat King is supposed to be down on this level. That means we're heading in the right direction. After seeing this, I don't think this raft is worth saving. We should go back to my original plan, Seattle. Let's send this thing to the bottom, where it belongs. You can't do that, Gobbet. We already told Cadmus that we're going to help him. He's been getting the other mutineers ready to fight, not to evacuate. If we sink this thing now, there may not even make it off the boat. Well, tell him we're changed our mind. Use the alarm system. We'll make it out. Trust me. We made a promise, Gobbet. I think we gotta keep it. I think this is a stupid idea, Seattle. But if you really want to do this, I'll help you get it done. At least this way, when I get to look at the Rat King, at least this way I'll get to look the thing in the eye when I kill it. Damn right. If we're gonna do this, we need to find Malvina's old cabin. It should be west of here. Got it. If I have to get this shiny object away from the Rat King, I have to get this shiny object away from the Rat King if we want to kill it. That's probably gonna be tricky. I don't think that she'll just let me saunter up and take it. We do tricky things every day. We can handle this. Of course we can. Alright. Let's do this. Scuttling. Oh, no. When I saw scuttling, I thought it was like, you know, scuttling like a crab. We are the rats. Mangy rats. We're gonna bite your head off. Oh god, there's a lot of them. And they're all going for me. Radical. I'm gonna go over here. But not after using killing hands. Oh, you know what I should have done? Gobbet has super haste. I could use that to punch one more time. Hiya. See, you could kill a range by punching it 4 times. And you look like you're ready to die. Get out of here. Golly, can you actually hit something this time? 80%. Incorrect. Even with 15% accuracy, Gobbet can't hit shit. Girl, what is you doing? I should have had Isabel reload the grenade launcher. And now I zoom away. Easy peasy. God, I love just how fucking gigantic Cassandra is compared to everyone else. I'm going to save, because I see those ley lines, and that's a bad vibe. The door is heavy. It could be easily barred to prevent outside intrusion, but instead it stands ajar. It's almost as if it's inviting you in. That's Melvina's old cabin, all right. Seat of power for the sinking ship. That's where the Rat King's gonna be. Once we go in there, we're gonna be in this. There's no changing our minds after we pick the fight. What do you say, we doing this or not? I still have to activate an alarm system, don't I? Simple, magically prepared salve that heals 7 base HP and a further 7 per round. Ooh, yeah, take that. Fucking awesome. Yeah, that probably would have been the worst boss fight of my life if I didn't do that. Start the mutiny. The alarm system blares once, then twice. The sound is ear-splitting. Moments later, the distant sound of gunshots filters down from above. Now, what does that do for us is the question. Do I have to... I'm guessing they're gonna filter in. At least I hope. Oh, wow, I thought that thing was just gonna be, you know, her possessed. She is actually mutated. The thing that looms over you is horrifying. A twisted amalgamation of woman and swarm, knotted and tied together into a single whole. Gobbet, you have returned to us, little mouse. You, the instigator of our own ascendancy. The keystone, the source of our unity, the font of power that makes us strong. Your gift to us, little mouse. You gave us what we needed to bring this raft to order. Gobbet's nose crinkles in revulsion. On her shoulders, madness and folly chatter and squeak. Saving the speech, Malvina. Or whatever you are, I'm not here to talk. That new body isn't doing you any favors, by the way. You look like a furry tree stump. Our new body is beauty itself. Unity of biology, unity of purpose. What happened to you? We are not Malvina, we are one, bound for all time. We are order out of chaos, the death of entropy, a glorious unity. Oh, fuck this. We're here to kill this thing, not let it talk to us to death. Damn right. You escape a claws on metal. Something is headed this way. Let's get Gobbet to safety and have her haste Cassandra. Let's get Isabel to safety. Have her mark the target so our blind dumbass won't fucking miss. And shoot that bitch. Wow, you're a baby. And thus killing hands. Oh, of course, damage thresholding. Where's the shiny object? Thankfully, these big rats are fucking blind as shit. The thing next to the table. There's an interaction point there, yes, but I can't really, interface with it? Oh, Gobbet's the one that has to grab it. Okay. Well, get in there, girl! The Rat King shrieks as Gobbet lifts the shiny object in her hands. In its voice, you can hear the echoes of 1,000 inhuman beings. This is interesting. I can feel Malvina's control over the rats. It's like 1,000 strings connecting her to them. And it feels like... One of the Rat King's servitors shudders in place. Slowly, seemingly against its own will, it lifts its head to stare at you. I can tug those strings. We will rend you all to pieces, tear your flesh to shreds!
The shreds, you say?
Buy me a little time, Seattle. I'm still getting used to this thing, but if you give me a minute or two, those demon rats will be mine. I could do that. How are we going to protect her? Let's grab Mystic Armor. This is an opportunity where I would have loved having cover. Oh, I fucked up. Oh, I fucked up real bad. Also, they didn't act at all. Interesting. Oh, fuck. Oh shit, we got all of the rats now. Get 'em, boys. Excellent. Let's get him. Now let's get Gobbet the hell out of there. And give me haste. Close combat bonus, haste, no killing hands. But hey, it's killing time. Just punch the shit out of the Rat King, holy crap. The Rat King's body shudders and convulses as you watch the living carpet of devil rats that form the majority of its bolts begin to writhe. Malvina opens her mouth to speak, but you'll never know what she was going to say. The only sound that escapes from her throat is a long, ragged scream. With a dawning horror, you come to realize that what you're looking at... the devil rats that surround Malvina are turning inward. She is being eaten alive. Gobbet stares dead-eyed at her former friend as the swarm that is bound to her rips her body apart. Black blood pours in rivers to the aluminum-lined floor. Come on, Gobbet, let's get the hell out of here. You go if you want. I gotta watch this. I owe Malvina that much. The ghastly feast unfolding before you continues long after Malvina's screams have died away. Finally satisfied, Gobbet nods to you. The raft is ours. It's over. Her PDA buzzes. She glances down at it and turns the screen so you can see. Cadmus's grim visage fills the screen. I don't know what you just did, but whatever it was, it worked. Those rat things turned on Malvina's loyalists. And when they got done eating them, they started eating each other. Yeah, I know. I told them to right after I did the same to the Rat King. Malvina's dead, Cad. You did good, Gobbet. You and your friends, we won. Come on up topside, a celebration's in order. No, Cad, no celebrations and no milling around. You could keep this place, I'm done with it. Too many bad memories. And besides all that, you got a hell of a mess on your hands. I'll be damned if I'm gonna help clean it up. You always helped us clean it. You've always helped us clean up, Gobbet. We'll always owe you one for that. Yeah, well, let's not make a big thing about it. Goodbye, Cad. Good luck. Captain Yoma's still waiting for us outside. Ready to go home? Beyond ready! She passes the shining object from one hand to another. And this stupid thing is taking a one-way trip to the bottom of the bay. Good call. Come on, Seattle, let's go home. And then the rats die on the spot. Captain Yomo's speedboat carries you away from the sinking ship, now liberated from the tyranny of the Rat King once and for all. The shiny object rests with Malvina's bones at the bottom of Hung Hom Bay. Gobbet stares back at the raft as it recedes into the distance. Her expression is at once happy and sad. Isabel takes her hand and together they turn away. Heyoya goes closer. You're going home. 8 karma after that gets us... Chi casting 7. And we have 6 left over for... God, we need to get... Oh, I only have 6 karma available. Fuck. I'm more worried about accuracy than skills, honestly. Like, roundhouse kick is nice for range, but like, right now we're struggling to just hit, and I want to increase our odds of that. How much karma is left? 6, so we can't do much with it now, but I'm thinking after we do Gaichus we could get more. I mean, in the game. I mean, we'll see. I'll confirm this for now, and we'll figure it out next time we stream. But I do want to call it here for the evening. Just gotta, you know, get back to the house, as it were. Save game. Save and quit. And we will continue this Wednesday. And I actually mean it this time. There's no gimmicks involved with the month anymore, so we can just, you know, actually continue the game.